Archangel Michael says, "Darkness fell heavier than usual tonight because a truth you never imagined has been dragged into the open. It began silently, a whisper between walls, yet it carried enough weight to shatter every calm breath you take. Your family member couldn't hold it in anymore. The tears didn't stop as they revealed something so heartbreaking about you that no one could have predicted. They cried until their voice cracked, until their hands trembled uncontrollably, begging someone to believe them. It was not an attempt to harm you, but a desperate release of guilt and pain they've carried for too long. What they confessed has turned every gaze toward you, leaving everyone frozen in disbelief. Archangel Michael says, this revelation was never meant to surface this way. The divine warned it would happen, but hearts were not ready for the weight of it. Now, you're standing on the edge of a truth that can either destroy or free you forever. Even as the words spread like wildfire, your name whispered in fear and sadness, heaven is watching closely. Angels are stationed near you, knowing this pain will cut deeper than anything you've faced before. What's been exposed carries years of hidden suffering and silent wounds only heaven witnessed. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The family member who revealed this truth has locked themselves away, unable to face you yet. They replay every moment leading to this outburst, questioning their courage but unable to undo the words spoken. The truth has taken flight and cannot be caged again. Behind closed doors, other relatives whisper, confusion and pity mixing in their eyes. They know you are innocent in ways they cannot explain, but the story told paints a picture that shadows your light. Every breath you take feels heavier as the whispers seep through every room. Archangel Michael says, what they revealed was meant to protect you long ago, yet fear kept it hidden. Divine timing has ripped the seal off this secret now because the chains holding you captive must finally break. The tears shed are the first drops of healing rain that will cleanse decades of injustice tied to your name. While the family cries and people talk, unseen forces gather around you. Angels hold your shoulders so you don't collapse under this burden. Heaven knows this night feels endless, but dawn is waiting with something only destiny can deliver. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The heartbreaking truth was tied to moments you never knew existed. Decisions made long before you had a voice now bleed into your present life. Generations carried this silence like a curse, and now one fragile confession has cracked it open. The family member sobbed because they love you more than you realize. Carrying this secret has eaten them alive, watching you live without knowing the hidden pain tied to your journey. They screamed through their tears, saying they couldn't let another day pass without revealing everything. Archangel Michael says, you are not alone in this unraveling. Angels fought for this moment, not to shame you but to restore what was stolen. The emotional storm rising now is divine intervention breaking through human walls. The truth revealed about you holds power. It explains why you felt lost in your own family, why shadows followed you while others seemed untouched. This is not the end of you, it is the beginning of reclaiming what heaven always destined for your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your heart trembles hearing the details, pieces of your life suddenly fitting together in ways you feared to imagine. There's rage, disbelief, sorrow, but beneath it all, a flicker of hope you can't explain. It feels as if heaven itself is whispering through the pain. Other relatives now begin to speak up, confirming the story in pieces. It becomes clear this truth was known by more than one person but was buried out of fear of breaking the family apart. Now, those walls are falling, and you are standing in the center of a storm only divine hands can calm. Archangel Michael says, even as you cry tonight, angels are weaving a new chapter. This exposure is heaven's way of lifting you from false chains that bound your soul since birth. The tears of your family member are a river washing away deceit that dared to stand against divine justice. You may feel betrayed, abandoned, shattered, but these feelings are temporary. What remains after the ashes settle will be freedom you've never known. The divine is preparing to honor you in ways the world cannot silence. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The family member who exposed the truth doesn't know how to face you yet. Their soul aches knowing they've thrown you into turmoil, but heaven keeps whispering that this pain was necessary for the healing that follows. Their cries echo through the night, carried by angels to your heart. As dawn nears, dreams stir within you, visions of moments hidden from your life replay like scenes you were never invited to witness. Every image explains a question you buried long ago, every revelation unlocking another door of truth. Heaven is not revealing this to break you but to awaken your rightful destiny. Archangel Michael says, you've been marked for divine justice. What your family member confessed will soon be used as evidence to lift you into honor. The same lips that cried tonight will one day speak blessings over you, unable to stop praising your strength. The earth feels shaky beneath your feet, but the heavens are steady. This moment has been orchestrated to bring light to your path, and no shadow can silence what is destined. Your name will soon shine brighter than the sorrow whispered about you now. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Even as you try to process every word, waves of divine energy stir around you. Miracles hidden in heaven's vault are aligning to reach your hands. The secret that caused endless crying will transform into a testimony that silences every false voice. You will see faces you thought betrayed you turn to defend your name. You will hear the family member who confessed this truth finally apologize with a heart so broken that only heaven can mend it. They will look at you with trembling hands, knowing you deserved the truth long ago. Archangel Michael says, destiny was waiting for this revelation to unfold. Without it, you couldn't step into the promise written for you before birth. Now, even the angels celebrate because the journey to your highest blessing has begun. What was whispered in tears will be shouted in victory. The heartbreak tonight will fuel a new strength rising in your soul. Your future will not carry the shame of this secret, it will carry the crown of divine restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your life will change forever after this night. The family member's tears mark the start of justice and healing that cannot be stopped. Though the truth burned like fire, heaven is using it to forge a brighter destiny for you. Archangel Michael says, soon you will stand in front of those who doubted you with unshakable power. The same people who wept will witness your rise, unable to deny the hand of God on your life. This pain is your doorway to freedom. Even when you feel alone, surrounded by uncertainty, remember the divine hasn't left your side. Every heartbeat is guarded, every step is guided. The cries that exposed this truth were heaven's way of pulling you closer to your rightful throne of honor. This is only the beginning. The tears will end, and your name will echo not with heartbreak but with victory. What no one saw coming is now the pathway to everything meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The morning after the truth was revealed feels nothing like a sunrise. The air is heavy, and silence covers every room like a thick fog. You can feel the weight of a family's broken spirit hanging in the corners of your home. Your hands shake when you recall every word that was spoken. It plays in your mind like a haunting melody you can't shut off. The crying, the trembling voice, the desperation, it echoes even now as you try to find steady ground. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven witnessed your tears long before this night." Every hidden moment of sorrow, every silent question about your past, was seen by divine eyes. Now, the angels have torn the veil of secrecy wide open to heal what humans tried to bury. This is not punishment, it's a rescue mission for your soul. What was revealed will cut ties to lies meant to hold you captive. The divine is ready to lift you from a pit of silence into a throne of truth where no false chain can touch you again. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Relatives start calling throughout the day, their voices filled with confusion and guilt. Some try to comfort you, others avoid you because they don't know what to say. But every word they speak only sharpens the sting of betrayal you feel deep inside. The family member who confessed is nowhere to be seen. They've locked themselves away in another town, drowning in regret, yet convinced heaven forced their hands to speak. Every tear they shed now is whispered into angelic ears, praying you'll one day forgive them. Archangel Michael says, there's a spiritual war raging over your life. Darkness is furious because truth is dismantling years of deceit that served its purpose for too long. But the divine is louder, declaring your victory even before you take the first step toward it. Your cries are not wasted. Heaven collects every tear as a seed for the miracle you've been unknowingly waiting for. The brokenness in your family is not the end. It is the soil where divine justice is about to grow. Type Amen to get blessing 818. In your dreams that night, you see a light brighter than the pain surrounding you. You walk through hallways filled with closed doors, each one holding secrets of your family's past. One by one, they swing open as unseen hands reveal every hidden moment. Voices of angels echo, telling you that the confession you heard is only the first thread. More truths are coming, and each will untangle a knot that has bound your spirit since you were a child. You wake up trembling, but a strange sense of release lingers in your chest. Archangel Michael says, "Fear not these revelations. They are the keys to the prison built around you for years. Heaven is not exposing you, it's freeing you." Even as more whispers circulate, heaven commands protection over your name. What's meant to destroy you will instead testify to your strength. This heartbreak is the dawn of a new chapter where no voice can silence your divine purpose again. Type Amen to get blessing 369. Days pass, and slowly, fragments of the truth become public. Relatives who once stayed silent now admit they always knew something was wrong. They look at you with teary eyes, ashamed they didn't have the courage to speak before. Your heart aches, but you begin to see heaven's plan unfolding. Each confession feels like another chain snapping off your destiny. The family member who first exposed it still cries daily, but their voice no longer trembles with guilt, only relief that you now know the truth. Archangel Michael says, justice is being written in the heavens on your behalf. Every tear spilled is a signature marking the end of generational suffering. Angels are preparing divine blessings that will arrive the moment you fully accept this truth and release the pain. Your life will never return to what it was. This revelation isn't meant to rebuild the old, it's meant to birth something entirely new. And heaven promises this new beginning will shine brighter than anything stolen from you before. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Whispers of reconciliation spread through your home. People who turned away from you now approach with humble hearts. They apologize, offering hands of peace because they see the divine light protecting you despite the heartbreak. The family member who cried endlessly finally returns. Their face is pale, eyes swollen from sleepless nights, yet determination burns in their soul. They kneel before you, holding your hands with trembling fingers, saying they could no longer let you live in a world built on lies. Archangel Michael says, this moment is heaven's embrace. Forgiveness will unlock blessings that were locked away for generations. The courage it took for your loved one to speak was divinely inspired to heal your bloodline forever. Though you feel pain, you also feel heaven's presence weaving restoration in every corner of your life. Broken relationships will mend, shattered trust will slowly rebuild, and divine favor will rain upon you like a healing flood. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The reunion with your family member stretches into long hours of trembling words and unstoppable tears. They speak of years spent hiding the truth, how every day was a battle between silence and confession. They feared the world would collapse if you knew, yet heaven's whisper finally became louder than their fear. Their hands clutch yours tighter as they explain the night they broke down. They describe how an unseen force pressed on their chest until they couldn't breathe, urging them to reveal what had been buried for decades. The crying wouldn't stop until they spoke, as if heaven itself demanded freedom for your soul. Archangel Michael says, divine intervention moved through them that night. The angel stood behind every word, pushing through trembling lips to free you from deception. Though the world saw heartbreak, heaven saw victory. Your tears mix with theirs, not out of anger but the shock of truth finally uncovered. Even in pain, your heart feels a quiet strength rising, knowing the divine is weaving destiny from the broken pieces scattered around you. Type Amen to get blessing 999. In the following days, miracles begin unfolding quietly. People who once turned their backs on you start reaching out, offering support and words of admiration for your resilience. The very truth that could have destroyed you now sparks compassion and unity within your family. Old letters and forgotten documents resurface, proving parts of the confession true beyond doubt. Each discovery feels like a puzzle piece clicking into place, painting a picture of injustice you were never supposed to bear alone. The divine is ensuring nothing stays hidden anymore. Archangel Michael says, heavenly justice is sweeping through your lineage like a cleansing fire. Every chain of silence and pain is breaking under divine authority. You are walking into freedom that generations before you never imagined possible. Even strangers begin to feel drawn to your story. They hear of the crying, the confession, the resilience you showed, and it inspires them to face their own hidden pains. The ripple effect of your truth is changing lives beyond your family's walls. Type Amen to get blessing 444. One evening, you sit under the fading sun, feeling the quiet presence of something far greater than yourself. The same angels who guided your family member to speak now circle you, their unseen hands wiping the last remnants of fear from your soul. A gentle voice whispers in your spirit, assuring you that this heartbreak was a bridge to blessings that no darkness could stop. You realize the confession wasn't an end. It was heaven's doorway to divine restoration and honor. Archangel Michael says, "The time has come for your name to shine in purity. No accusation, no false shadow can stain the destiny heaven has reclaimed for you. Every tear shed has watered the ground where your future now blooms." The pain slowly transforms into gratitude as you sense the divine rewriting your life story. You begin to see that even the crying and heartbreak were sacred steps leading to your healing and breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Weeks later, your family gathers, this time not in sorrow but in solemn unity. The member who first exposed the truth stands before everyone, no longer trembling, speaking with newfound courage. They openly declare their love and regret, asking for reconciliation not just with you but with the entire family. The atmosphere feels charged with something supernatural. As each person speaks, decades of hidden tension melt away. Old wounds are finally addressed, and forgiveness flows like a river washing over every heart present. Archangel Michael says, "This is heaven's restoration in motion." What darkness meant to destroy has become the foundation for unshakable bonds. Angels rejoice as generational curses shatter and divine blessings pour into your lineage. Your heart feels lighter than ever before. What began as uncontrollable crying and unbearable heartbreak has turned into the greatest act of healing your family has ever known. The divine has transformed pain into purpose, silence into truth, and sorrow into victory. Type Amen to get blessing 333. As months pass, you notice profound changes in your life. Relationships that once felt strained now blossom with warmth and trust. Opportunities that seemed locked away for years suddenly open, as if heaven itself is paving the way. The same family member who cried without end now stands proudly beside you. They support you in every step, making sure your name is never again tied to lies or shadows. Their courage has set the entire family free. Archangel Michael says, "Your journey through heartbreak was never for despair, it was for rebirth." The divine has lifted you to a place where your light cannot be dimmed by human fear or hidden secrets. The heavens celebrate every victory written in your story. Now, your testimony carries power. Others who hear it find courage to face their own truths, breaking chains of silence that once bound them. You've become a beacon of hope, proving that divine truth can transform even the darkest family pain into radiant destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Time moves forward, yet the memory of that night, the endless crying, the confession that shook your world, never fades. Instead of haunting you, it becomes the spark that ignites transformation. Every dawn feels different now, every sunset whispers healing, as though heaven itself has wrapped its arms around you. The family member who once trembled under the weight of the secret now walks beside you daily. Their eyes, once clouded with guilt, now shine with relief and determination to protect you at all costs. They have vowed never to let lies or silence dim your light again. Archangel Michael says, "The divine has seen your resilience and is multiplying blessings beyond what words can contain." What once felt like the end of everything is now a bridge to miracles only heaven could design. The same angels who witnessed your suffering are now placing crowns of victory upon your head. Your footsteps feel lighter. The shame that once clung to your name has completely dissolved. What was exposed in heartbreak has now been rewritten as the reason you will rise higher than you ever dreamed possible. Type Amen to get blessing 777. One evening, under a star-filled sky, you sit with the family member who set this transformation in motion. They share that before confessing, they prayed desperately for guidance. Every prayer was met with visions of you standing tall, unchained, walking in divine light. That's when they knew the truth had to come out. Their voice still cracks when they recall that night, their uncontrollable sobbing, the trembling of their hands, the way every word felt like a release of ye. Archangel Michael says, those tears were sacred offerings, washing away generational burdens. The divine has honored every drop shed in truth, turning pain into a weapon against darkness. You were never abandoned, you were being prepared for your greatest elevation. You squeeze their hand, realizing that what could have torn your family apart has become the bond that strengthens it forever. The divine has turned despair into an unbreakable connection rooted in heavenly justice. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Months later, a gathering is held to honor healing and reconciliation. The entire family comes together, this time not with secrets or fear, but with open hearts ready to celebrate truth. What was once whispered in trembling voices is now spoken openly, transforming shame into strength. Relatives you haven't seen in years return, hugging you tightly, apologizing for the silence they carried. They tell you that your courage in facing this revelation has inspired them to free themselves from their own hidden chains. Heaven's light now shines through every corner of your lineage. Archangel Michael says, this is divine restoration. Your name, once overshadowed by a secret no one saw coming, is now written in heavenly gold. Every angel rejoices, for what darkness meant for harm has become a victory song that echoes across the heavens. You feel a supernatural peace settle in your spirit, knowing no part of your life has been wasted. Every tear, every moment of heartbreak was a stepping stone leading you closer to divine fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Soon, blessings pour into your life in ways that silence every past sorrow. Opportunities for success, love, and happiness unfold effortlessly. Doors that were sealed shut for years swing wide open, revealing paths paved in divine favor. The same people who once doubted you now speak of your strength with admiration. The family member who exposed the truth becomes your greatest ally, defending your name with fierce love. Together, you both stand as living proof that the divine can turn even the deepest wounds into miracles. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are rejoicing over you. Your story will be told for generations as a testament that no darkness can prevail over divine truth. The blessings unfolding now are only the beginning of what is to come. You stand tall, eyes lifted to the sky, feeling heaven's light pour into your heart. The secret that once caused endless crying has been transformed into a testimony of triumph, proving that nothing hidden can stop a destiny protected by the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The night of full restoration finally arrives. A quiet stillness fills the air, unlike anything you've ever felt before. Every shadow in the room feels lighter, as though unseen hands are sweeping away the last fragments of sorrow. Suddenly, a golden light begins to shimmer, softly illuminating your surroundings. A powerful yet calming presence descends, and you know instantly, it is Archangel Michael himself, sent by the divine to deliver a message your heart has been yearning for. Archangel Michael says, "Child of light, heaven has seen every tear you've shed and every injustice you've endured. The heartbreaking truth that surfaced was not to break you but to free you from a destiny bound in silence. Tonight, I have come to seal your restoration with the authority of heaven." Your knees tremble as warmth envelopes you. Michael steps closer, his radiant wings stretching wide, and every ounce of pain begins to dissolve from your soul. The divine presence is undeniable. Your healing is no longer just promised, it is happening in this very moment. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Michael's voice carries a strength that shakes the ground beneath you, yet it feels like a gentle embrace. You were chosen for this transformation, he says. Generations before you prayed for deliverance but did not have the strength to face the truth. Heaven chose you because your spirit carries unshakable resilience. Golden sparks swirl around you, each one representing a shattered chain now breaking free from your lineage. Michael lifts his sword of light and declares, "Every false word spoken against you has been erased from heaven's records. Every curse, every lie, every shadow, gone forever. Your name shines in purity before the throne of God." Tears stream down your face as you feel years of hidden burdens lifting. For the first time, your soul feels weightless, unbound by secrets or shame. You sense a future so radiant, so unshakable, that no human betrayal could ever dim its brilliance. Archangel Michael says, "Your story will heal thousands." Heaven has written your testimony as a weapon against darkness, ensuring that no one who hears it will ever live in silent suffering again. Your life is now a vessel of divine justice and endless blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 333. As the divine light intensifies, Michael reaches out and touches your forehead gently. The moment his hand rests upon you, visions flood your mind, images of future blessings so vast they leave you breathless. You see yourself leading others out of darkness, guiding broken families to reconciliation, lifting those who carry secrets too heavy to bear. You witness a divine inheritance unfolding before your eyes, homes, lands, wealth, and influence, all placed in your hands by heaven itself. Archangel Michael says, "This is your divine reward for enduring the storm." Not only will you live in abundance, but your children and their children will walk in unbroken blessings. The curse that once bound your family has been shattered. From this night forward, your bloodline will know only light and honor. Heavenly trumpets sound in the distance, and angels gather around, rejoicing in harmony. Michael smiles and says, "The crying has ended. The night of heartbreak is gone. Now begins the eternal dawn of your divine destiny." Type Amen to get blessing 777. As dawn breaks, you wake with radiant peace glowing within you. Though the vision fades, its power remains carved into your spirit. You know Archangel Michael was truly there, sealing heaven's promise over your life. The family member who once cried uncontrollably embraces you with renewed strength. Together, you walk into a new chapter, carrying no shame, only victory. The secret that once nearly destroyed you now stands as the foundation of unshakable unity and purpose. Days turn into weeks, and the blessings Michael showed you begin manifesting one by one. Lost opportunities return multiplied. Financial doors open effortlessly. Miraculous healing touches every corner of your home. Love and reconciliation flourish, proving the divine has rewritten your entire future. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice, for the darkness has been defeated." You are no longer the victim of hidden truths, you are the chosen bearer of divine justice. Your story is no longer one of heartbreak but of heavenly triumph that will echo through eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Even as time moves on, the memory of Archangel Michael's presence fuels your every step. You no longer fear betrayal or hidden secrets, for you know heaven itself guards your destiny. The weight of past sorrows has transformed into wings of courage, lifting you higher than ever imagined. Your name becomes synonymous with resilience and divine favor. People from far and wide come seeking your guidance, knowing you carry heavenly wisdom that only comes from surviving unimaginable heartbreak and divine restoration. Archangel Michael's words ring forever in your heart. Nothing hidden can stop what heaven has destined. The truth may shake you, but it will never break you. You are chosen, crowned, and eternally blessed. And so, with every sunrise, you rise anew, stronger, freer, and more radiant than ever before. The crying without end has become joy without measure. The heartbreaking truth has become a divine prophecy fulfilled. Heaven has made you unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 121.